One tool that our students keep in their writing folder is a copy of Vowel Valley. We also have something like it on our bulletin board. Now, it's called Vowel Valley for how the mouth forms each vowel sound as you progress from the long E sound to the long U sound. So the mouth starts off typically closed together. It opens back up with the short O sound, so you would say ah, and your mouth would be open, and then it's closed again with the long U sound. Also, on this particular resource, we have some diphthongs. So you see the oi, the ow. A diphthong is you hear like two sounds together, oi and ow. We have our controlled vowels over here, so r, or, and included are pictures so that students can look at the picture and they know what sound this letter combination makes. So for example, bird, they know that er makes an sound. Okay, so as students begin to learn the phonemes or sounds within words, they begin to associate them with individual letters or letter combinations. We call these written representations of sounds graphemes. As we teach the phoneme and their associated grapheme or graphemes, we include them in our bulletin board. So when a student is completing a writing task in our classroom and asks, "How do you spell?" we very rarely just give them the answer. Instead, we may ask, well, how many sounds do you hear in that word? Or what sound do you hear first? What sound do you hear last? So let's just do an example word. Let's take, for example, the word bake. So we would first ask the student to identify how many sounds they hear in that word. And they could probably fairly easily at this point tell us b, a, k. So that word has 3 sounds. They know that the first letter is b, okay? But they're not sure what makes that long A sound. So what we would have them do, either on their personal tool or using the bulletin board in the classroom, we would say, find the long A sound. And they would be able to point to this column right here. And we'd say, look at the different ways that you can make the long A sound. Now, in our classroom, we've talked about the A by itself can make a long A sound. A consonant E can make a long sound. AI can make a long sound, AY. This EIGH, EY, and EA, we haven't gotten to those yet at this point in the school year. So really, they're just going to be looking at these probably first 3 options. So typically, they may say, oh, that's a letter A in the middle. And they know that the last sound is K, which is generally made by the letter K. So at this point, I would say to them, let's sound this out and remember what sound does an A make when it's closed in by 2 consonants. So hopefully they would remember, because we've talked about this extensively in the classroom, hopefully they would remember that when there is a consonant here closing off this vowel says ah. It says what is typically referred to as the short vowel sound. So at that point, I would say, okay, well, is there another spelling that we can try? Is there a letter that oftentimes goes at the end of the word to make the vowel say its name, or A? And at that point, they might say, oh yeah, I remember talking about this. It's the magic E, or the silent E. This E, when we put it at the end of a word, makes the vowel say its name. So then they would be able to spell this word b-a-k. And that's how we teach them a lot of long vowel sounds. Yeah. If you have any questions about this, go ahead and ask. Or if you have questions about any other ways we teach reading or writing in the classroom, go ahead and let me know.